My name is Aaron Kraljev. I lead Talent Attraction MBA, live in Portland, Oregon. And I've been in TA for about 16 years.
All right, we got some questions today. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
All right, do you screen for culture fit or culture risk?
Oh, that's a good question. Can I say both?
Yes.
I think in some cases, because culture is pervasive, right? So I think in some cases, culture risk, depending on the role, is more paramount than culture fit. Also, as a TA professional, culture fit, I'm allergic to that phrase, right? Because I'm more about culture add than culture fit. Like, I'm not about taking somebody and like, you need to find a way to twist yourself in knots to fit in my little box. And so I tend to think more of culture add versus culture risk.
Okay. What would you say is a green flag that signals culture add?
Value alignment, not to the point where it feels like somebody's joining a cult. Like we're not, that's not what we're looking for, but somebody who really lives and embodies the values of what the organization is trying to do.
Okay. And what's a red flag that signals culture risk?
Somebody who didn't do their research, somebody who carries themselves or presents themselves in a way that's counter to what the organization is trying to do.
Okay. Are you familiar with behavioral intelligence? And if so, how do you assess behavioral intelligence in the hiring process?
It's a good question. I am. And I've leveraged it in varying degrees over the years. I think, pause for dramatic effect. I think it's really, really important. Now, the question, I'll ask you a question, sure, it's your thing, but what's more important, like technical proficiency or behavioral intelligence? Because that's the thing I find myself struggling.
So finding that balance. That's a great answer though.
Thank you. Right. My question answering your question.
We got there together.
We did.
If HR approved and you have an example, can you share an example of when behavioral intelligence made a significant difference in a hiring decision?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think as much as we all want to have the most amazing environments to hire folks into, they're not always the case. And I think people with a high level of behavioral intelligence are able to better navigate situations that might not be ideal or high stress, or maybe working with people that aren't 100% reasonable, or they're going into a situation where you know there's going to be a lot or a great amount of change post-hire. I think folks with a high degree of behavioral intelligence really can navigate those waters a lot better than somebody who doesn't. That is what I'm definitely looking for in those times.
All right. Well, thank you for taking time to chat with me here at TA Week.